WWE Studios does a lot more than just produce wrestling films. Here are 10 movies you didn't know were made by WWE. No Holds Barred. The 1989 action film No Holds Barred seemed like an obvious WWE production, as it starred Hulk Hogan as a professional wrestler and also featured guys like Jesse Ventura, Stan Hansen, Gene Okerlund, and Howard Finkel. However, an examination of the credits makes no mention of the promotion whatsoever, instead listing the producer as the Shane Distribution Company. This is because WWE Studios didn't even exist at the time, and this company was its precursor. The name no doubt a reference to a then young Shane McMahon. The Scorpion King. Nowadays, it's generally safe to assume that most of Dwayne Johnson's early films were produced by WWE, especially since the company's first 3 movies, The Scorpion King, The Rundown, and Walking Tall, all featured The Rock in the lead role. However, considering the previous blockbuster success of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, most people likely assume that this 2002 prequel was simply made by the same people, Alphaville Films. Additionally, as this was WWE Studios' first official title, few people were even aware that the company even existed. See No Evil. The fact that 2006's See No Evil starred Kane is an obvious nod to its WWE Studios origin, but not everyone may have caught on to this, especially since the film was the promotion's first foray into the horror genre. Despite poor reviews from critics and most others who saw the film about a psychopathic hook-wielding maniac, its home release earned $45 million, and a sequel, See No Evil 2, was released straight to DVD in 2014. The Marine. Although it appeared John Cena was primed for a breakthrough when he was given the lead in 2006's The Marine, the movie wasn't quite as successful as originally hoped. Al Pacino was intended to be the film's primary antagonist, but the acting legend declined due to the role's low salary, and the release date was subsequently pushed back numerous times. After its theatrical release, The Marine earned generally negative reviews, but performed well on DVD, and ranked as WWE's most successful film at the time. This led to 3 sequels and a 4th that is currently in production, with Ted DiBiase and The Miz taking over for Cena. Barricade. Officially the 18th film released by WWE Studios, 2012's Barricade was notable for being the first that didn't include a single wrestler in the cast. Instead, Barricade starred Eric McCormack in the spin of the classic Cabin in the Woods thriller, with Jodie Thompson, Connor Dwelly, Ryan Grantham, and Donnelly Rhodes in supporting roles. That being said, few people were aware that he was even a WWE film. This, coupled with a 15% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, likely led to its lack of both publicity and success. The Call. The Call is by far the most successful WWE Studios film to date. It boasts Halle Berry, Abigail Breslin, and Maurice Chestnut in the leading roles, with David Otunga as the movie's only wrestler cast member. Although it received mixed reviews, The Call exceeded WWE's most optimistic forecasts, nabbing a whopping $68 million at the box office. Berry also earned BET and Teen Choice Award nominations for her role as 911 operator Jordan Turner. Les Reines du Ring. It's not hard to believe that a film that's called Queens of the Ring and has appearances by CM Punk, The Miz, and Eve Torres is a WWE film, until you consider the fact that its official title is Les Reines du Ring and it's entirely in French. The 2013 Jean-Marc Rudnicki comedy was actually produced by 7 different companies, with WWE being a partial but essential component. WWE later acquired the distribution and remake rights to the film, but it's unclear if they will actually produce a reboot. Oculus. If you're into horror and Netflix, there's a chance you already saw the 2013 film Oculus, or at least you've added it to your list at some point without even knowing it was made by WWE Studios. Even after watching the movie, there's still no indication of its origins, as Oculus is one of the few films made by the company that doesn't include any wrestlers. For the record, it received generally positive reviews, earned an impressive $44 million at the box office, and, in our humble, horror-loving opinion, it's absolutely worth the watch. Jingle All the Way 2. The original Jingle All the Way starred Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, and is something of a silly Christmas cult classic now. On the other hand, the sequel, Jingle All the Way 2, starred Larry the Cable Guy and Santino Marella, and was either eschewed or completely ignored by humanity in general, dashing any and all hope of the WWE jingling all the way to the bank. Term Life. Not only did the 2016 crime thriller Term Life not include any wrestlers in its cast, but it featured big names like Vince Vaughn, Haley Steinfeld, Bill Paxton, Jon Favreau, Mike Epps, Jonathan Banks, Terrence Howard, and Taraji P. Henson. Still, the film was a complete flop, only managing a measly $13,040 in theaters. Interestingly enough though, Term Life was directed by Peter Billingsley, best known for directing the 2009 comedy Couples Retreat and starring as Ralphie in the 1983 holiday classic A Christmas Story. Have you seen any of these 10 WWE movies? Let us know in the comments below and be sure to like and share this video. For additional sports content, you'll also want to follow the Sportsters YouTube channel.